We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, back firing up a best of 3 Final Fantasy draft. It has been a few weeks. I think people are probably much more experienced than me in this format, but I'm gonna do my best to navigate. So forgive me if my picks end up being suboptimal. I'm gonna do my best to rapid fire read cards and reacclimate myself in the format. So, yep, let's just wait till this fills up and see you then. All right, draft is fired. Rare we got is this Darkness Crystal, which is pretty sweet. Makes your black spells cost less. And then if non-token creatures an opponent controls dies, you exile them, you gain life, and you get to steal their creatures. That's a sweet card. And it's just if they would die. So anytime they die during combat, your kill spells. I really like that card. Let's look at what else we got. This Dragoon's Lance. I've been told this card is really good in my comments because you get a 2 mana, basically 2/1 flyer on attacks, and then you can re-equip it. Draw 3, discard 2 at the beginning of your instead of 8 or more cards are in your graveyard, transform it into a 4/4 flying crew one. Okay, pretty legit. Reno and Rude, 2 mana, 2/1 menace. Deals common damage to player, exile top card of the player's library, sacrifice another creature artifact. If you do, you may play the exiled card. Okay, that's sweet. 2 mana, 2 power menace is sweet. Instant or sorcery back from your graveyard, and then add red. Kind of clunky. Coliseum, yes, 7 mana, 7/7 trample. Blow up some things, do some things. All right, Tifa Lockhart, landfall, and you get to double it. That's cool. Let's see what we got in black. This Demon Wall is legitimately really good, actually. Deceptively good. I could see taking that. At least blocks well and goes with our first pick. I mean, Tifa, potentially good, but you really need to play at least 2 lands in a turn to really make her a good attacker. I'm thinking about just taking Demon Wall because it's on color with our first pick, and I just know from my very few games played how deceptively strong this card is. It's a good blocker early, and then even if you draw it late, it turns into a pretty legitimate win con. So I do like that. Obsidian Elder's cool, 2 bodies in 1, and 1 as an upside. Blow up skeleton spirits or zombies, or return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Well, it's pretty sweet. Ahriman, 3 mana, 2/2 flying death touch, and then you can sack creatures or artifacts and draw a card. It's kind of a good card, actually. It's got death touch, so it's at least a good blocker. Probably good with Darkness Crystal. Trade with something, get it later. We already saw the side quest card collection. Delivery Moogle, 4 mana, 3/2 flyer, enters, search your library, enter graveyard for an artifact, 2 mana or less, put it in your hand. Free cards, probably not bad. Chocobo Kick. It is a damage fight card. And the kicker effect can definitely be good with landfall. It is a sorcery, but it's not a huge deal. Why don't we just cut black pretty hard here? I kind of like this card, and having the open mana, so in response to your removal spell, I'll just sack and draw. Maybe it's not good enough for the cost, but I kind of like it. Let's see what this Ninja's Blade does. 3 mana, job select, so you get the 1/1 hero. You get a 2/2, a ninja, draw a card, discard. Player loses life equal to the discarded card's mana value. I see. Still pretty sweet, I would say. Ultros is cool, can get huge. Torgal of Finehound, 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you cast your first human, gets a +1/+1 counter on it for each dog and or wolf you control. Wow, and it ramps? That's a sweet card. Wow. I mean, you have to play a fair amount of humans to really capitalize on it, but that's cool. Slash of Light, 6 mana, 6/6 trample, gain 3, and it's 4th cycle. That's good. 1 mana, 1/1 death touch. It gets bigger. I like it. I'm just gonna take Ninja's Blade. Seems like a reasonable rare, although, I mean, if your mana curve's too high, it's not gonna be great, but well, actually, that's not even true. You get to discard, so you even choose. I like it. That's good. Zodiac Umbral God. Well, if we play mono black, which is possible, could be good. 5 mana, 5/5 indestructible. Each player sacrifices half the non-creatures, god creatures they control. Whenever a player sacrifices another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, I mean, it's kind of cool. Otherwise, fight on. I mean, the thing is, if you're not playing mono black, this is going to be pretty difficult to cast, but it is indestructible too, which is pretty remarkably strong. What am I giving up for it that I really care about? I've seen the Scorpion Sentinel quite a bit. This card is good, actually. I'm just going to take it because it's cool, and I feel like I'm not giving up anything busted. And who knows? Maybe we end up mono black. Probably not, but Lucas Stadium. This potentially a way to beat your opponent. This lets you steal a creature. Fat Chocobo. Crossroads Village. Trino Dark City. I'd probably take the Dark City. This is some removal, however. Yeah, we could just take a removal here. Over the... I mean, I guess this is removal too. Quite a bit more expensive. But let's see if we can just make mono black work. I don't know this format well enough to really care either way, so... I mean, we probably won't, because maybe this card's not good. I always felt like this card is pretty good, but... maybe it's not that good since it's pick 7 here. I mean, the thing is, I really want to play this in the Darkness Crystal deck because red's going to have a lot of removal, I imagine. 7 mana, 8/8. Wow, that's cool. Poison the Waters would keep us mono black, but I'm not that impressed by it. Neg 1. Or, I mean, I guess artifact or creature from the hand can be good. Whoops. Took too long to pick. I missed my black pick here. 6 damage to target creature. Destroy up. Okay, I mean, it's instant speed. It could just take the removal. Otherwise, turn to the battlefield. So you can, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. So for 5 mana, you get a 7/2 that can come back under its owner's control. And has the, well, took removal instead. Maybe I should have tried out that black card. This Behemoth seems pretty good. It is expensive, but it's good extra value you get off of it. Or 4 mana, 4/4. That's a 6/6 with the extra lands. That's quite a bit cheaper. I could see that being good. Good flood mitigation. Oh, this is a bounce. Okay, that's. I'm gonna take Ice Magic removal here. So probably just take the airship here. 2 bodies in 1 with that though. I could take the land fixing, I guess. But I'll take the airship. I think this card's pretty reasonable. Sandworm, 5 mana, 5/4 haste. Ooh, like that. Destroy land. I get another land, but I'll take it. 5 mana, 5 power haste is good. And you can blow up any land with it, so not bad. Magic Damper. It's a pretty reasonable combat trick, although 1 mana Death Touch could be good too. We'll take the Damper because we already have a playable blue spell. See, some late, pretty reasonable. I mean, this card is very playable. Okay. Memories Returning, reveal top 5, put 1 in your hand, choose an opponent, they put 1 on the bottom of your library, then you put 1 in your hand. Okay, so you get a bunch of spells out of it, it's got flashback. That's really nice. So opponent sacks a creature, and then you get a wizard. I do like that. That's decent removal. This is a lot of card advantage. I mean, them sacrificing, if you're playing it against tokens, quite a bit worse. It is removal, but the card advantage you get from this is pretty significant. It's going to turn us off of Zodiark, but I don't know if that really matters. Yeah, I mean, the card advantage you get from this is pretty remarkable. It's a little counterspell. We'll just take Memories Returning. Let me get Edgar. How many artifact cards do we even have? Oh, we have a ton. Okay. Wow. Oh, Golbez, though. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Gosh, that's good. Oh, it's Sir Conrad the Grim. And it mills, too. Golbez is pretty sweet. Edgar is good, too, though. Could just draw a ton of cards off of that. I don't know if we're going to end up playing all these artifacts, though. But, yeah, we have some pretty decent ones. I mean, this is 6 mana. That's a tough one. I kind of want to stick to this black plant. I think Edgar's way better, but I really want to play this almost mono black deck for some reason. All right, 3 mana, 2/3 Death Touch, and it's got the Boast. Target player searches the library for a card. Oh, shuffles that card and puts that card on top. That's cool. Excalibur 2. We're not gaining life. This Trader is actually kind of good. That's cool. I mean, getting the treasure out of it's nice, but I'm going to take this for sure. Okay. Yeah, let's take Arden here. Or Vargoth, whatever. X-Death Void Warlock. Enters, gain 3 life, and you can transform it into... Okay. All right, this is a Swamp Cycler. Okay. Not insanely in love with it, but... I mean, if we ended up black-white, this Excalibur probably could end up good with life gain. But it's so clunky. I mean, I think you just take Lightning Bolt at this point. It's called Throne of the Vestige, but it's actually a Lightning Bolt. And we do have 2. Yeah, I think you just take Lightning Bolt. Summon Anima. 6 mana, 4/4. You draw a card and lose a life. Each opponent sacks a creature of their choice and loses 3 life. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Could take Vector. That lets me play red easier. Hilke, I guess it's not bad either. Each opponent discards, okay. I think I'm going to take Vector. I think, let's assume probably, because we got the Lightning Bolt, going to try and do red-black removal deck here. I'm hoping taking Vector doesn't leave me short of where I need to be, but we'll find out. Garland, 2 mana, 3/2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, surveil 1. You get it back transformed if you cast it from your... Okay, it says put it on the bottom of its owner's library. All right, I mean, that's cool. It's 2 mana, 3/2 with upside. Queen Braun, though. Whenever it attacks, get a wizard. That's pretty sweet, too. Shopkeep, Trader. I'm going to take Garland just because it's on color with us. All right, Van Street Thief. 3 mana, 2/2. Whenever one or more Scout, Pirate, and or Rogues control, exile top card of that player's library. You can cast if you don't. Wow, that's sweet. Wow. How many Scouts, Pirates, and Rogues do we have? Not that many, unfortunately, but that's a sweet card. Otherwise, another Light of Judgment, which is kind of expensive, but I'll take... Yeah, I'll take Van Street Thief. That seems fun. All right. 2 mana, sack creature, search your library for a card, put that card in your hand. Might just take the Elder here. Yeah, 2 bodies in 1. It's good, too. Probably gonna need some more creatures. All right, Blazing Bomb. Currently have quite a few things that boosted, I guess. It's a fine card. Ahriman number 2, or we take the Forayer. Probably rather take the Ahriman, I guess. Just, it's got flying and Death Touch is nice. Makes it a better blocker. Another Sandworm? I think so. I like the hastiness. Take the Pandora. Probably not playing the first one, but just in case. Shimmer Reinforcements is totally fine, but I could see taking the Gygas for the mountain cycling. We could play less mountains with that. All right, pack 3. I'm just gonna look here. So 2 things back from your graveyard to your hand, not bad. What's this Black Waltz? Number 3. 4-mana Flying Death Touch. Oh, that's a fun card. Non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. So this is a kill spell that boosts your wizards. I think we'll just go for the multicolor card because we have quite a few non-creature spells already. Although some of them we most likely will not end up playing, but that's okay. This is pretty clunky, especially for a red-black deck that probably wants a bunch of removal. I could see doing this Esperama because that's removal and we've got some self-mill, but I'm going to take the Black Waltz. You may play the card you own exiled this way and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it without paying their mana costs. Oh, you own exiled it and each other card with lesser mana value without paying their mana costs. That's a cool card. Free off the top. It's kind of clunky, especially triple red and a deck that's got 5 black, but it may not do either one. We're kind of missing early game, so I might just have to take this Dire Rat to make sure I have enough cheap things, unfortunately. I want to make sure I'm staying busy early in my somewhat aggro deck, I guess. Is it even aggro? All right, I could take the Ramu, Jumbo Cactuar, Dark Ritual. Well, with Zodiark in the deck, I could see it. The funny thing is, you'd still need 3 black sources at least, even with Dark Ritual to cast Zodiark. It's kind of crazy. But one-time ramp, I don't know. I mean, this is a powerful effect. Is it a trap? Maybe, but it's ramp and red-black, and we're pretty clunky. I could see, I'm going to try it. It's also a non-creature spell. All right, guys, there's 4 mana, enter, each player sacks a creature token, each player sacks a non-token creature, each player sacks an enchantment. Okay, or I take the trader. Yeah, we probably just take Gaius Van Balethar. It's not amazing, but gosh, Titan is amazing. But I've made my bet at this point, so yeah, we'll just take it. Greatsword. So it comes in with a 3-mana 4/1, and you can, all right, reattach it. That's not bad. Or I take another Dire Rat, which does help ramp and fix. I mean, 3-mana 4/1 is not terrible. Yeah, I could see reattaching that to one of our Arimon too. That could end some games. We'll do it for the versatility. This Lionheart's not bad either. It's removal. But I'm going to take the Greatsword. I'll try it. All right, Vincent's Limit Break. Could try that now. I'm actually going to take Vector because we already have a deck. Oh, what's this Mythic do? 3-mana 3/2. First Strike, Trample, Lifelink. Jeez, that's so good. I think we're actually surprisingly light on removal, unfortunately. So we get some extra cards out of this, lose life, but we'll take it. Even though we are light on early plays. We got the Dark Ritual to ramp, right? Coral Sword. Okay, so it's a combat trick card. It could actually be useful for us. Or we get a 1/4 that... I mean, it's decent. We'll try the Coral Sword. Laughing Mad. Yeah, I mean, it's on color. I'd probably play it over some stuff here. 2-mana 0/4 flyer. We don't have any towns. I don't think that's going to work out for us. But there's nothing else on color, so whatever. All right, I got the trader. Or I could take the fist. Probably just make sure I have something cheaper. Just staying a little bit busier earlier, just in case. More land. We already have a Laughing Mad, but I'll just take it anyway. This card is totally fine and playable, yeah. All right, let's take a look at what we're doing here. So I decided fairly late to do this, but that's okay. I'm going to still try and make Zodiac work, because I think with Hilgigas, I can probably run, definitely dump the Pandoras. Let's do the split here. Whoops, not there. Where is it? This one. Okay, so let's split. And how many creatures do we have? 18. So we can cut at least 3 creatures. Or any of these. We can probably cut the airship. Not bad, but we don't need it. Monk's Fist is pretty weak. How many? Let's look at actual removal we have. So we got Lightning Bolt. This is a creature too. This is a creature. So we have really quite a few creatures. And a Light of Judgment. We're super removal light, aren't we? Guess that's kind of removal. This is kind of removal. Got a lot of Death Touchers. I guess that's nice. So I think we can cut the Monk's Fist. Just seems like the most mediocre creature in our deck. We can cut way more creatures though if I really want. I want to keep the Sandworms. I kind of like this card. I think we could cut Coral Sword, but I've got so few. I kind of need Combat Tricks because we have like no removal in this deck. Sadly. Got a lot of hasty dudes for an expensive cost. How many pirates? Rogues. 1 rogue, 1 scout, 0 pirates. Well, he's a scout at least, so that's cool. We had Ahriman as an eye horror. Yeah, Blazing Bomb is removal too, so I guess we have like 4 removal spells. This makes my black spells cheaper by 1. That really just, I guess it reduces some things. I think we could definitely go more like that. So at least have like 11 plus the Dark Ritual to cast Zodiac. I mean, this is good. And Zodiac gets quite a bit bigger and it's got Indestructible. It probably makes sense. I can easily cut creatures, but I don't want to cut my low game, really. We don't have that many non-creature spells for Elder, but you still get 2 bodies in 1. It's probably worth it with all the equipment we're potentially playing here. Non-creature spells. The flashback on this does trigger Blazing Bomb. And it's a little bit of flood mitigation too. It is a little clunky, but we really should dump some creatures, I think. Presumably. I like getting extra cards, but that is kind of clunky. Yeah, this is tricky. Because I could easily cut 3 creatures. I don't want to cut the Death Toucher. So that is sweet. Getting any card you want is nice. I don't want to cut the Ahrimans because they got flying. I don't want to cut Van because that ability is good. If you put equipment on it or anything. I mean, the problem is it's the only... We have 1 rogue. And who is the rogue? I should probably know, but I don't. Unless I already cut it. No. So it's Arden gets the bonus. That is pretty sweet. There's got to be something better to cut, right? I don't want to cut this because it's actual removal. And you can choose non-token. So I guess could kill something relevant. Way trickier than I thought. So I don't want to cut low game. Maybe we do cut the Summon Anima. Yeah. It's pretty clunky. It's got Menace. Doesn't even last that long. don't need it. I mean, Dark Ritual late game's probably not great, but early it's going to be powering out. I mean, turn 1 Greatsword's not even bad. Turn 1 4/1 for 2 cards that you can re-equip later. And turn 3 Zodiark could be really good potentially. Jeez. Yeah, so I could cut 3 creatures. I'm really struggling here. I don't want to cut my hasty dudes. I don't really want to cut Hill Gygus. I guess I could, but I keep my hasty dudes. I just don't have any idea what to cut here. Black Waltz number 3 still has 8 non-creature spells, so I really should cut 3 creatures, but I don't know what my weakest 3 creatures are. I don't want to cut my flyers. Could cut the Elder. It's 2 bodies in 1 for the equipment, though, which I really like. I don't want to cut my 2 drops. So I gotta cut late game, I think. It's probably Hill Gygus, I guess. Finding a mountain could be relevant, though. But, I guess we can cut it. Can ramp into it with that, too. Jeez. Yeah, I'm really struggling here. I'll cut my hasty dudes? I don't think so. Maybe the Elder? Maybe cut an Elder and Ahriman. I really don't want to, but I'm struggling here. So where does that leave us with red versus black? Only slightly more black than red, unfortunately, but I think now that we cut the Hill Gygus, 11-8 should be fine. All right, well, this is way more challenging to build than I expected. And to be honest, I don't even love the finished product here, but this is what we got. So I'm going to run it like this and go ahead and see you in round 1. All right, we'll play first because we're kind of aggro, I guess. We can keep this. We got the rat to eventually fix our red. Grip full of red's not optimum here, but that's okay. All right, got our red mana, that's good. So mana away from Sandworm, we got that going for us. Jeez. Well, this makes sense, I guess. And another option is to play Garland first. Or Blazing Bomb. Best use of mana is Sandworm. I'm trying to think how to set this up. Best use of mana is Sandworm, but do I do Sandworm and don't attack? I don't know if that feels right. If I do Light of Judgment, I only get in for 2, but I do blow up the Warrior Sword. I don't know if I care enough about that. I think we just do Sandworm and don't attack. I have to destroy a land? Oh, well, that worked out. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we can do Garland plus Blazing Bomb. And we can leave up Coral Sword. Okay. So if I draw a land now, I can do Laughing Mad. I actually have mana to cast the God because of the treasure, but I don't really need to, I guess. Do I have things that can blow up artifacts in here? I can't even remember. Sure. All right. Could discard the Coral Sword with Laughing Mad. Jeez, they got a lot of removal. All right, well now I can definitely get rid of Coral Sword. They only got 2 cards left. That's actually not bad. So we'll definitely do Laughing Mad here because we can get rid of Coral Sword now. I don't need it anymore. All right. So we can always ditch this. Although I could just play it and then I can get Sabotender land plus Light of Judgment, I suppose. That's probably fine. So we'll do Dark Rit. And we'll do Sabotender. Guess we have to do Light of Judgment now, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And I don't need to play the mountain now. I get the landfall bonus off of it, but I can sandbag it for Laughing Mad. Find something better. And if I draw a land, then I can play a land and do Laughing Mad anyway, so that's fine. Oh, guess it gave it hexproof and indestructible there. That worked out pretty well for him. Nice. Opponent is playing very slow, which kind of sucks for me because this is like both my sons are napping right now, so I'm very limited time. Kind of in a hurry to finish a draft as quickly and efficiently as possible. All right, another Laughing Mad. Well, I guess we'll just play the cheaper one first. I suppose we can land and pass. All right, we'll do a Laughing Mad. ditch. Draw 2. So we can do land, greatsword to block the warrior's swordsman. Although I guess they could just re-equip and then force me to chump, but I would have had to do that with Ahriman anyway, so. Nice. Laughing mad. All right, go to the next game. And don't want to do anything different. I mean, they have, I think actually, Summon Anima looks good because card advantage actually, they weren't aggressive at all, so we can ditch like Coral Sword. I still want to keep the Dark Ret because I think that could actually be good, but with all the removal, I don't want to do Coral Sword. Could play more fatties. I want some card advantage to mitigate flood. Huh. Yeah. Unfortunately, Zodiark, not so good against their multiple white artifact removal spells, but so be it. I don't really know what else, so we'll run it like this. I mean, they got a lot of removals, so as much like card advantage as I can get is probably better, but yeah, one lander, we're gonna maul. This one definitely keeping. We'll ditch a mountain. And at least we have a good curve here. I'll do the bomb turn 1. This only ends up poorly for me if I don't draw an untap land, but that's unideal. They're both pretty comparable, but I think the blade, since I can move it, maybe makes a little more sense. Sure. I mean, they've used a lot of spells here. It's a tough one. 3 cards left. This, I feel like I'm obligated to kind of attack, so I think I'll just do the Thief and pass. If they have removal, I guess I'd rather them use it. Oh, that's nice. Transform to a 4/4 lifelink? Wow. Guess I'm gonna kind of hope they're running a little bit short on removal here. Jeez, that's really strong. Nice. Shucks. I may have to kill Joshua here. Oh, I was supposed to do it in response because I didn't read the full card there. Whoopsie. Who knows? Maybe they'll equip or something. All right. See you for round 2. Okay, round 2, we'll keep. That's nice. All right. So we can get in. Coral Sword. Kill that Arimon and pass. It's kind of nice I can sack the Coral Sword for an extra card if the +1/+0 is irrelevant. I don't have any double reds in here, right? No. Ooh, got them both back. Well, I don't really want to use a lightning bolt on that, so I think instead we're just going to do Sandworm. And I'm actually going to blow up my own mountain, which is kind of weird, but it's just so I could get closer to... I mean, deck thins lands, which isn't terrible. And we still have Lightning Bolt up now. That's nice. It's kind of weird they did the guard. Oh, they must have needed the 6th mana. Maybe I was supposed to thrum that. Mm-hmm. A number of +1/+1 encounters equal to Genova's power on top. On up to one other target creature. That creature becomes a mutant. Whenever a mutant you control dies during your turn, you draw cards equal to its power. What? Card seems incredible. Just untap. Another sandworm. Yeah, I mean, problem is, let's see. So I think we just thrum the Death Toucher, and then we'll do Sandworm. And I'm just gonna blow up my own land again, I think. Actually, I guess I should have blown up my mountain for a mountain. Not that it's too huge a deal, but so let's say I attack that, they block Gardener on Thief, and then they take 7. Or I could just attack like this, and they don't really have a good block at all. Okay. I guess I get to draw cards here, but they also die next turn, potentially. And they didn't get to draw the cards. Oh, it's during your turn. Got it. During your turn. All right. So we got game 1. Playing against black-green. Once again, they look... Well, I was going to say they look kind of slow, but that's not true. They had early plays. It's tough to cut anything like Coral Sword because it actually came up and played well. Maybe we just run it back. The classic. All right, we can keep this. We have both colors. We got plays. I guess we can get our tap lands out of the way. That's nice. Guess I can do a turn 3 Sandworm off of the turn 3 5/4 haste. It doesn't seem bad to me. All right, no play. So we'll go land, Dark Grit, Sandworm. We'll blow up our mountain for a swamp. All right. So, could trade Sandworm for Ahriman. Or some other plays. 4 is... Mana costs in her hand are unfortunately kind of awkward. I don't really want to trade Sandworm for an Ahriman, so I think I'm just going to play Fan. The only reason why is kind of threatens a little bit. So we can go land. Now we can do our own Ahriman. Plus, I guess, Sabo Tinder for some extra potential damage. So we have Death Touch here. Let's see. Oh. Really? Oh, I see, because they would draw 8 cards. Gotcha. All right, we'll take it. I don't think we win if they draw 8. Have 5 permanents in yard too? Jeez. Well, maybe we can let them draw 8. I'm not sure. Let's just play this right now. Pass. I suppose we have a lot. Let him draw 8 now. Not a ton you can do about that. This costs 8 to use, or yeah, okay. Well, that's good. Although they have that, so. We take 5, 8. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough to win. It's a good one drop. What's the Shadow Lord? 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to one of your opponent's controller may pay 1 life. If they do, they draw. Discard X cards, exile the top X cards of target opponent's library. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Wow. It's super strong. Alright, we're super dead. I'm just going to go to game 3. Just in the interest of the very limited time I have left. Do I want to do the Pandoras? We've never gotten to that mana, have we? I don't think so. We're just going to run it back. You know, the Coral Sword with all the Death Touchers we have is actually really good. Alright, we'll play first. I suppose. Yeah. Turn 1 Ninja's Blades. Kind of cool, I guess. We'll try that out. Oh, man. Oh, perfect. Alright. So we'll discard the land. Oh. Well, I was going to say maybe you should play the land first, but that doesn't really make sense. So I'd lose 5 if I ditch the light. We're going to play this. I either lose 5 or 4. I suppose I lose 5 here. Oh, wait, they lose 5? Holy. Okay, that's actually insane. That is not what I thought it was at all. That is so much better than what I thought it was. That is insane. Alright, so we'll play this. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature. We'll sack the Gaius. Again for 4. And ditch Garland. Guess because we can actually get it back from our yard too. Wow, that is so good. Chocobo. Ooh, traveling Chocobo, huh? So we can play Gobez. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty nuts, actually. And they're at 5 life. Still alive. All right, got there. See for round 3. All right, we will play first. Yeah, I've got to keep this. Need some lands, but I mean, pretty solid looking. Both colors, got a 2-drop. Got some real nice 3-drops. Opponent mulled to 5, so you have every advantage you could ask for. Even ripped another land, which is pretty nice. So probably do Van first, I guess. It's tough not to do Van. Just free. It's just free value. I mean, Arden is good too because it's got Death Touch, so it just beats. But we don't really have the mana to boast yet, unless I'm needing to search up lands or something. But it's got to be Van because you just get treasures off of it too if you get in. Oh yeah, what does this do again? Okay, that's cool. That's a sensible card. We'll play Van. We get the Black Waltz number 3 next turn, which is good. So we want to attack with Van first, pretty clearly. Alright, so I think they're probably going to trade, would be my guess. So we'll just go land and offer the trade. And then we'll play Black Waltz number 3. Wow, that's actually kind of surprising. I guess if we get a land, we can't play it, but then we get a treasure. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. Play Black Waltz here, I guess, now. Because it flies. It's best use of mana. We have Laughing Mad. Technically, we can do both these spells next turn. It's kind of a weird one to attack with. So now we can do land for Sabo Tinder. We can do Laughing Mad first, actually. Get another landfall. Get in there. Play Ahriman. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd be pretty surprised if they'd take that. Okay. So they'll just get it back as a 3-2, I guess. I think, right? No, it just comes back as a 2-1. I don't know why I thought it'd come back as a 3-2, but we'll get our flyer going here. Uh-oh. What's Kuja do? Oh, you just get wizards each turn? That's cool. If you have 4 more wizards. I don't have that many, but we just will kill them with flyers, right? I don't even know if I want to show them the Darkness Crystal. I'd rather show them the Laughing Mad, so just get in here and then we'll just cast the one they already know about. Alright. So we're up 1 game. Playing Mirror Match. They mulled a 5. We did get there, but oh, not Mirror Match. I guess they have white in there too. That explains the world map a little more clearly, but man, that card's good. You just can't. Jeez. It's a strong one. Especially with our limited removal here, but yeah, that's same plan. We'll stick with it. Turn 1 Ninja's Blade again. I think we're gonna have to go for it. Tough to refuse. It's probably not even that amazing on the play, but or on the draw rather, but still, I'm just gonna do it. All right. I'm playing Sabotender this turn, so probably kind of want to ditch this, but yeah, I don't want to ditch my 5-drops. I'm playing this, so I guess this dude, man, that's a little bit awkward, but all right. I mean, it also makes them lose 4 life, so that's pretty good. All right, so we'll go land. Let's just ditch the. Guess I can actually. I have the mana. I might as well move it to the. Do I want to move to the Sabotender? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, Ninja's Blades is insanely better than what I thought it was, especially on turn 1 of a Dark Rit. How much damage is it dealt already? 9 or 11, 13 damage to my opponent? 2/4. If you don't control creature. Oh, that's cool. Let's do Black Waltz here. And, so they block there, they take 2, they go to 1 if I attack with both. That sounds good to me. So that way, they basically have to kill both of our guys. Certainly have to kill Sabotender. I mean, we have Gobez as well and Sandworm, so we're going to put him in a pretty tough spot here. Turn 1 Ninja's Blades was pretty draft defining there off a Dark Ritual. Turns out Dark Ritual is still good. Alright, it makes sense. You get your dog. Get your legendary dog. Opponent is playing a lot of colors, though, which is kind of surprising. All right, and that'll do it. All right, ended up going 2-1. We'll take it. Just pack 1 pick ones and call it good. All right, Titus Blitzball Star. Yeah, this one's cool. Gets bigger with artifacts. Tap creatures, opponent controls. When it attacks, it's nice. Scheme's a little clunky. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in the game, that one's going to be a little tough to win with. A little to build around, I would say. The Merchant is a looter. It's not bad. You get to draw cards and it's cheaper with towns. I kind of like that. Decent blocker, too. I'd go with Titus, though. That's a pretty easy one. Titus is just so good for its archetype. Dion, Bahamut's dominant. 4 mana, 3/3. During your turn, Dion and other knights you control have flying. When it enters, create a knight. Wow. Bring it back. Yeah, all right, well, that's incredible. Magitech Armor's cool because you get a hero that comes in with something that can crew it. I do like that. Called Mountain Chocobo is cool because it's got flashback and multi-effect. Ice Magic's nice, but easy Dion there. No doubt about that. Minwu White Mage. 5 mana, 3/3 Vigilance Lifelink. Whenever you gain life, that one's cool for the life gain deck. Nothing else really even close, so that's cool. Gotta have some clerics, gotta have some life gain, but still very nice. be a good first pick to kind of try and build around it. Sack a legend or pay 2. Counter activated ability, triggered ability, or non-creature spell. Well, that's probably not your first pick. This one's kind of cool because it comes back. It's equipment. It's a little versatile. This is not bad. Mill. This is probably good for black-green mill plan. And you can get towns. Yeah, I can see Town Greeter being the pick here with flashback and all the if permanent is. This is probably the best. I'm not really excited about that. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. See you for the next one.